Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is the Hiking Hippie, and you haven't been here before. My name's Jen. Welcome, subscribe, hit that bell, enjoy yourself, and stay grateful. Alright guys, so the Bleeding Heart is a little bit bigger. Fairy house still there, chair is still there. You guys remember in the first video it was a little bit smaller. So it's got a little bit more foliage. If you remember in the strawberries, in the new additions video on my channel, there wasn't any of this overgrowth on the strawberries, and it didn't feel like there was much changing at that time. But we have had obviously all this growth, and it actually spills out because strawberries are covers out along everywhere, and we have just bushels of strawberries and quite a few ready. So we are going to need to get some of those maybe tonight and check it out. One of my favorite things about it is that it's kind of like a heart right there. I think that's awfully neat. And in that new additions video to the garden, that rosemary was so much smaller. Look how big it has gotten. Super cool. So definitely take a look at that new additions to the garden video that was posted back on June 6th. And I will put a link in the description down below once this video is posted. And you guys will get to see the growth. This is my basil, and it's looking a little sad. I'm not sure why. Maybe I overwatered it this morning. But I pruned it a couple of weeks ago, and you can tell that is where I snubbed it. This is all the new growth that I've gotten. And I did actually turn the pot today. I rotated it because it was kind of leaning to that side, which was out this way, because it was leading towards the sun. So I'm going to try and hopefully bring it back standing up, but that is much bigger as well. Now, if you remember from the new additions to the garden video, there were so many more carrots in there. We've been slowly picking them and eating them, and I thought that I would try and find one to pick. This one's pretty coming out, so we'll just, oh God. This one, so you guys can kind of see. I think that one really kind of needed to be picked, but this one's pretty small. I've gotten some a little bit bigger than this, but not much bigger. But they're so yummy. I've had a couple of friends try them. I've let my nephew pick a few, and they always say how absolutely delicious they are. I'll probably leave that for the rabbits somewhere by the feeders. These are those Husky Cherry tomatoes that Kelly was so excited about. Look at how good they look. That one is super ripe. God. She was so happy with that plant. And if you remember in that new additions to the garden video, I know I keep saying the title over and over, but this plant was way more bushy with leaves. The reason that is when, let me see if I can find one. Like this one doesn't have any little buds or plants on it like this. So you take that off, because those are called suckers. And they're just sucking on the nutrients, and then you'll have a bigger, more bountiful harvest. So that's why it is no longer bushy. Is that not just beautiful since we got it? Now, this doesn't seem to have a lot more flowers, and again, they look more pink in the video, but they are so much more blue tinted in real life. It was a lot more full. This did get overtaken with a bunch of beautiful purple bluish flowers, but I believe slugs got to them and they just got eaten away. If you remember the troll hair plants that I was talking about that I got in that one video, the new additions video, I'm sorry, but I had to say it again. Those were so pretty, and they still are, and they're way bigger than they used to be. They're just so gorgeous. And some of them even have two, so I'll be able to separate those and have more of them. But God, they're just so neat. Just so cool. And I soaked these earlier. It's been pretty sunny here in Washington, so they'll need a good watering when I'm done showing y'all. I don't remember if I saw the oregano in that video, but there is the oregano. Still very small. It's because there's so many in there. There is a top view of those beautiful gardens, those beautiful containers, starting with that bleeding heart, strawberries, rosemary. Lettuce is all gone. Didn't take well, we didn't do well. Live and learn. Sweet basil, those carrots, those gorgeous tomatoes. But my favorite thing, and I think the most growth I've had is this time. It was only this big in that first video. It's huge. Looks like a luscious fairy garden yard. It's gorgeous. And there even is a little flower. It's just so tiny and perfect for this little fairy garden. So cool. So let's go back down and we'll show you those chives, and I'll admit to what I did to my delphinium. I didn't ever get them into pots, and the delphinium did bloom and it was gorgeous, but I fear I've killed it. Chives have done great. They're doing beautiful and they taste wonderful. And the lily is doing great. All the flowers bloomed. I'm not sure if we'll get any more blooms this year. But those are the additions and the progress that they've all made. Those are the pots they should have gone in. And I'm just super excited at all the growth and so happy that I watched that video and realized just how much we got going on. So thanks for watching.